Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we make custom muffler tags. My company has had the opportunity to make quite a few custom muffler tags, and what they are, people bring in their cars to get their mufflers tuned or repaired or what have you. I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know exactly the details as to what goes on. And what they do is they want to brand the muffler or those components that they make either in the house or modify. And as a result, we make these custom tags. They're basically 3.5 by 2 inch business cards. It's anodized aluminum, and the marking here is not ink or dyes or sublimation. It's actually the laser bleaching and removing the anodized layer there. So it's just anodized aluminum. And the reason why this works really well is because it's very thin. So this is 0.02 inches thick. So roughly less than a millimeter. So it really bends quite easily. I don't want to bend it because this one's actually getting shipped out to the customer. So the anodizing is a permanent coating on it. And what we do with the laser is also permanent. So when they adhere this to the muffler or the components that they work on, they have this on there. So whenever they got to do future modifications, well, who did it? Well, Kraken did, or whoever else got tags done from us for. Now we also do these out of stainless steel, and in that case there what they do is they weld it to the muffler or the components, and in this case here this will be used, there's like a special paste that they can use, and it's permanently bonded to the muffler or the components. A common question I get when it comes to anodized aluminum specifically is, can you have a different color other than an off-white that's laser engraved or carved in using a router? And the answer to that is no. There is maybe a way to add color, and that would be to actually paint it using a stencil, but then you just created a redundant process that's going to fade, crack, and peel over time, while this will not. Now the other thing you got to keep in mind is that with anodized aluminum, you have some tonal variation in the actual anodizing itself. The process of anodizing is basically a whole bunch of vats with chemicals and acid washes and all that kind of stuff, and electricity that bonds the anodizing to the aluminum, the raw aluminum. So as a result, there's a bit of a tonal variation. So let's say we do 1,000 of these, in this case, red cards. Some of them will be, fire engine red, and some of them will be a little bit less red, like a cherry red or something like that. And it's just a slow gradation. And when you do them all together, if you look at them all together, you'll see that. But if you just see like 10 or 20 here and there, you won't probably notice that variation at all. So what's the advantage of using this method versus any other method out there? The biggest advantage to it is that it's permanent, meaning that whatever we engrave on here will stay on here. Mufflers get really hot, really cold, they get wet, what have you, mud, there's tons of things that happen underneath a car. And as a result, they get hit by stones and that kind of stuff. So anything sort of printed or imprinted, embedded, anything like that will just come right off. It just doesn't last at all. So this here is very much permanent. And of course we could do them totally custom as well. So any shape that you want, any size that you want, any thickness, though thin, is easier to wrap around. And the other thing we can also do is add holes so you can rivet it, or with anodized aluminum you could actually just tack weld it as well to your finished components. So if you're looking for custom muffler tags, contact me at CNCKing.com. Send us a vector file, black and white, and you'll get something really nice and sharp like this here. And what we'll do is we'll do it for you in the shop, and we'll ship it right to your door.